Misfits. It's been a while. Did you miss me? Scholars and theologians have debated for centuries over the accuracy of biblical texts, but today, dear listeners, we're going to uncover a lost manuscript so radical, so utterly bro-tastic, that it shakes the very foundation of religious history. Behold, the Gospel of Chad, or as we would say in modern English vernacular, Chad. So picture this. Archaeologists are digging near the Dead Sea, recently uncovered what they thought was an ancient scroll. Biblical scholars were baffled, but I, your humble host here, and of course expert in biblical Hebrew, have decoded the text. And let me tell you, it's the most chill gospel ever written. The Gospel of Chad is the only gospel found to have been written in Hebrew. And while Jesus didn't speak Hebrew, he likely spoke Aramaic, scholars are believing that the Gospel of Chad could possibly be the earliest gospel ever written. Scholars are currently debating the authenticity of Chad, but they believe that it is likely authentic and was scrubbed from the records by early church councils. What did they not want us to know? Let's dive into the content of it. Now, in your standard gospel, Jesus turns water into wine at a wedding. But according to the Gospel of Chad, that's just like one interpretation, you know? In reality, Chad swears that Jesus turned water into a crisp, locally brewed IPA. A double-hopped banger, absolutely crushable. And lo, Jesus did say, "Let there be brew." And the water became the finest of IPAs. And the guests did marvel, saying, "Truly, this is the nectar of the Most High." And the disciples did shotgunneth their cups, and the vibes were immaculate. You may have heard of the Sermon on the Mount, but Chad's version of the Beatitudes hits a little different. Instead of all that meek shall inherit the earth stuff, we get, blessed are the dudes who just go with the flow, for they shall be stress-free. Blessed are those who crush it, for they shall totally be stoked. Blessed are the peacemakers, unless someone disrespects the squad. Then all bets are off. In the traditional Gospels, Jesus walks on water to demonstrate faith, but according to the Gospel of Chad, Jesus wasn't just walking, he was skimboarding. And the Lord did kick up his sandals, and a mighty shove did ollie over the swells, and Peter, bro that he was, did attempteth to follow, but totally wiped out. Now we all know that the Last Supper, Jesus broke bread, drank wine, super solemn. But Chad's version, it's a backyard barbecue. And Jesus said unto them, "Yo, this is my body. But for real, don't skimp on the ribs." And the disciples did feast, and they knew it was good. 3 days after his crucifixion, Jesus rose again. But if you ask Chad, he did it in the most epic way possible. And on the third day, there was a great rumbling from within the tomb, and the stone did roll away, and behold, the Lord did emerge upon a skateboard, landing a flawless kickflip over the Roman guards. And they did gaze upon him and say, "Dude, that was sick." So what do we make of the Gospel of Chad? Historians remain skeptical, and scholars argue that Chad wasn't the most reliable narrator. But one thing's for sure, he really did capture the vibes. And lo, Jesus said unto them, "Chill out, bros. And remember, no bad vibes in the kingdom of heaven." Thanks for tuning in to this very special episode of The Misfit's Guide to the Bible. Don't forget to like, share, and spread the good word like Chad would want. Happy April Fools. See you next time, and may your vibes remain righteous. Peace.